So we'd have to use boolean to cut out holes in the wall or make changes to the geometry. But luckily, there is a much faster and easier way to create these holes. So we can see that the wall is blocking the holes. And so what do we do in this case? So first of all, we need to create a box. We already have a recess in the socket, but there's this gradient effect. So we need to set up our map. So hello everybody, in this short video I'm going to show you how to make openings for electric sockets, lamps, and all sorts of light switches without making holes in your geometry. And know that we'll do it by using materials only. So it's a really great method. So make sure to watch this video till the very end. Alright, so here we have a wall with an electric socket in it. The socket has a recess in it. And if we try to position this socket onto the wall would overlap this part. And this recess wouldn't be there. Let's see how we can solve this challenge. And by the way, I'd like to tell you about our EVA exterior training program where you can learn to create amazing architectural renders. So all these renders have been made by our students, and if you want to master exterior rendering, I invite you to join our course. The link is in the description, and now let's go back to our lesson. Alright, so here is our electric socket. If I put it onto the wall would overlap the recess and block the holes. And that would be very inconvenient, especially if we have multiple sockets and switches, like in this scene here. So we'd have to use boolean to cut out holes in the wall or make changes to the geometry. But luckily, there is a much faster and easier way to create these holes. Alright, so we need to go to Material Editor and take the wall with the eyedropper tool here. And I already have it here. And let's start the interactive render to be able to see the progress. Alright. So let's go over to render setup and start the interactive render. And now I'm going to switch to the camera pointed at our object. And also let's put the socket a little deeper so to make it to make the recess more sort of pronounced. So we can see that the wall is blocking the holes. And so what do we do in this case? First of all, we need to create a box. We'll click Create Geometry and then head over to Box. And we can enable Auto Grid. And let's make it here. There we go. And so then we simply put this box where our socket is. And we need to create an opening for the socket, the way they do it in real life. For point lights, we can use a cylinder. If it's a square socket, a box will do just fine. Let's see what we've got in the interactive render. Here we are. So here we can see the box, and the box is visible. And so with a right click, I'll go to Object Properties and uncheck Renderable. Alright, and next I'll hit M to go to Material Editor and click Maps, go to Corona Distance, and drag it here and link it to the opacity color. There we go. Next, we need to select the box, and I've already selected it. And then we click the plus icon and the box is added to the opacity list. And we already have a recess in the socket, but there's this gradient effect. So we need to set up our map. And this is how we do this. We set distance bar to 0 and check color inside, and then also replace red with black. Okay. Done. So now I move this box and there's a hole in the wall, as you can see. Now you can install a lamp or an electric socket. And if you need to install more than one socket, you can simply copy this box as scope or instance, doesn't really matter. And also remember to add this box to the list. But if you don't want to add too many objects to the list, you can just combine your objects into one single mesh by using the attach function, which is very convenient. All right, and so that's it for today. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next lesson. Bye.